Yo, Steel Mills, what's the deal, man? Yo, peep game, man. I want to talk about this new footage from Wilder training and if Malik Scott is actually a better trainer than Mark Breland. First of all, I will commend Malik Scott. I'll credit him with him having Wilder looking as good as he looked on the mitts ever. Clear as day, we see improvement in upper body movement, slipping the shots, feints, different variations with the jab, the body work, the hooks. We see it all. We see a complete new evolution with Wilder as the fighter. On the mitts, though, one thing people, I see a lot of these cats. So, I've seen a lot of Wilder supporters. They having orgasms and all that over what Wilder looked like on the mitts, man. The mitts can be routine. You put somebody on the mitts long enough, they're gonna get that routine down. They're gonna get it. You're gonna adjust to, the timing with your trainer and just certain combinations that he calls for. You're gonna know when he wants you to move your head. You dig? You're gonna start to memorize the drills, is what I'm saying. So it looks good in on the mitts. We haven't seen it acted in theater yet. You dig what I'm saying? So we don't just pump the brakes. However, Mark Breland never did have him looking like this. But in Mark Breland's defense, Wilder never wanted to look like that. He was overly, he was overly confident in his ability to just get rid of an opponent in a matter of seconds. Y'all had to be perfect for 12 rounds. I don't even have to be perfect for 1 second. That was his mentality up until he fought a former world champion who didn't lose his belts because he got beat. Lost him because he got stripped for him. Even when he fought Luis Ortiz had his wheels spinning. It was harder to get Ortiz out of there than it was any other opponent that he's fought. Now, credit to him for doing it, but Ortiz was most definitely exposing him. So, he was still, I'm good. Ortiz was allegedly the boogeyman of the division at that time. So if I can get Ortiz, I can get anybody. Even though Ortiz was never a champion, that we talked about that before. Nonetheless, he was just overly confident in his abilities due to the fact of how he did Luis Ortiz. And when he dropped Fury the first fight and damn near comatose that man, he was once again overconfident. Like, I'm gonna catch him again. Like my slogan, it remains true. You gotta be perfect for 12 rounds. I only have to be perfect for 1 second. Until he went in there with a focused Fury and just got decimated in the manner that he did. So Wilder has to make Mark Breland a sacrificial lamb in order for him to become who it is that he is, that he's trying to be right now. That's what I don't like about this. That's what it bothers me, because Mark Breland most definitely was more than capable of making you look like that. But you didn't want to learn to look like that until after what happened to you happened to you. And now he's going to get full credit for making you look like this Malik Scott. He's going to get full credit for that. And Mark Breland is going to continue to be chastised because of you dragging him and how you're looking now. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But credit to, is Malik Scott a better trainer than Mark Breland? We don't know. We don't know. And even if he does, if Wilder is allegedly about to get in there with a Carlos Negron, we still won't know, because Carlos Negron isn't top competition. This is a tune-up. It's a warm-up fight. It's a tune-up. So we still won't know where he's at from a coaching standpoint until he gets in there with a Dillian White or Andy Ruiz or somebody of that ilk. You dig? So I don't know, man. I'll be damned if I'ma just throw Mark Breland up under the bus like that. I'm not doing that. I'm not about to do that. But credit to Malik Scott for having him looking the way that he looks, because Mark Breland never had him looking like that on the mitts. I've never seen him set shit up outside of that right hand. He's taking this man through really just like he's completely breaking down who Wilder is as a fighter and rebuilding him. That's going to be a hard thing to do at the age of 35. And I'm not saying it can be done, but it's just a little bit harder. So now when you do that, you got to take, just, is it going to work against elite opposition? Because Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got a plan till they get hit. What happens when you get hit? Do you revert back to what you once were? That's the issue. Who's to say you're not going to revert back to that? Who's to say that you're not going to go back to just flailing your arms instead of slipping the punches? Who's to say you're not going to, pump the jab, that you'll continue to pump the jab after you get hit? How do we know you won't go back to measuring with the jab just to launch, to set up the right hand? He got you working body shots. Do body shot, are you gonna stay on the body shots? Spinning out, moving your head, keeping your head off of the line, getting low on the body shots, not being so tall. Or are we gonna see hooks and uppercuts? Are we gonna see a lot of this shit once pressure starts to get applied to you? Once you get put in a certain circumstance to where your fighting identity is going to resurface, are you going to be able to stay poised enough to say, all right, I'm not about to just do what it is that I would normally do pre-Fury. I'm going to stay poised, and I'm going to stick to the game plan. I'm going to use these drills that I've learned to my advantage. I'm going to do that. So we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen if Malik Scott is a better trainer than a Mark Breland. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet. But he does have Wilder looking really sharp. That is undeniable. Wilder has never looked this sharp on the mitts, ever. He looks smooth right now, man. Watching him, I'm really impressed with what I see from Deontay Wilder. I really am. I was super shocked when I saw that. Like, he looks sharp. And nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny that. So, if Malik Scott can turn this, just take this further beyond mid-workouts. And I don't like the fact that they're in, it looks like somebody's house or something like that. Why aren't you in a ring? You need that nuance of being in a ring. You need that. You need to see them ropes. You need to hear that speed bag smacking up against the board. You need to hear leather smacking up against the heavy bags. You need to hear people, you need to hear that shit. You need to be just within the surroundings of a gym, not in the comfort of your own home. You dig? You need to be in the gym. It's that still shows me that you kind of, I don't want to be in the gym, I want to be here, which is cool. I mean, you can learn. I'm not saying you can't learn in the basement or nothing, man, but you are an ex-champion, an ex-world champion, man. You need to be in the gym doing all this shit, not in no basement or no fitness center, nothing like that. Get your ass in the gym. Nonetheless, he is looking really sharp. And if Wilder can look like that in the fight, he'll have a new fan in me. That's just real rap. He'll have a new fan in me. Because that, what I saw was really impressive. But I just want to make sure that it's not just routine. Get in the gym and get to work, man. Get in the gym and get to work. Are you sparring doing this shit? If you're sparring and you looking like this in sparring, you're gonna gain a new fan out of me. You're gonna gain a new fan out of me. So yeah, man, that's how I'm feeling about it. Make sure I got my paperwork. That's how I'm feeling about it, man. Like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.